for May 5th, 2016. The meeting is being recorded. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here.
Here.
Here. Okay, visitors' comments. Have any visitors' comments? None? Going once? Okay.
Jeremy, can I ask a question on
Yes.
the maintenance report, or should I wait till we get there?
Yeah, go ahead and do it now.
Oh, I just want to know how many shut-offs were made for the sewage authority.
8.
Okay. Okay. Approval of the agenda. Anybody have anything they'd like to add to the agenda? No? Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval of the minutes from April 7th meeting. Any questions on the minutes? Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Treasurer's report.
The balance in the checking at First Commonwealth as of March 31st was $215,980.82. Accounts payable was $77,872.58. The balance in the checking account as of April 30th was $214,009.37. The balance in the savings account as of March 31st was $17,885.79. The balance as of April 30th was $17,887.99.
Approval of the bills. A big one in there for the filter meeting.
I guess I have two questions. The City of DuBois vacuum truck, item 9, where was that used, on the filters?
That was on the
Yeah,
filter.
to back out the media for the filters.
Okay. And item 24, tractor supply. I know Roger Beck sells hay up there. I imagine that's, did you,
We just need to get like hay, like stat. So I called up there real quick and said that.
well, Gardner Hill's a lot closer than.
Okay, I'm up from this area, so I don't know who owns
I questioned that number 24 too. And I looked at the receipt from Tractor Supply. There was 2 quarts of oil, and it was like $2.49 a quart. The rest was, it looked like grass seed or something.
Yeah, we get grass seed too, because what we have to
It
do
was
is
seed, it was $18 or $19 a bag or box, whatever it was. That's why it came up to $46, Bob. Because I questioned that too.
How many bales of hay did you get?
Well, it wasn't hay, it was grass seed.
Oh,
no, we got hay
Oh, you
too.
got hay?
Yeah, we got a little bit
Well,
of hay.
it was $19 a unit, whatever it was.
Okay,
But it wasn't bales of hay.
okay.
Even though it stated hay here, it was hay and grass seed, I guess, is pretty closely related, so they wrote it down as hay. Whoever wrote it.
I did.
She just summarized.
I just summarized
Can't put it all on there.
Yeah.
All right.
The number 6 with Culligan, is that like the final payoff?
No, there's a final payoff of
14 or 15.
right around close to 15,000 new final
Oh.
bill. Actually, under the bid price by $9,000. I think they came in under the bid. So. Okay, can I get, if there's no other questions, can I get a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, no correspondence? No delinquencies?
No, not next
Yeah.
month. Next month.
Okay, maintenance report. You want to handle that, Tyler?
Yeah. Okay. For most of the month, we worked on the filter media project, which is now complete. We actually just got the back T samples back from filter number 2, which is our final filter. They came back good. Now we're just waiting on our VOC samples, so once we got those come back, then we'll be able to get that filter number 2 back online. And then all 4 filters are completely done, like I said, with new media and everything. As for the other 3 filters with the new media, they've been running great. We've actually been having very long runs with our filter time, so we've been very pleased with that. Myself and Taylor, we resupplied the sodium hypochlorite at the well. Myself and Taylor replaced the water meter at 52 Oak Street. Myself and Taylor completed a 1 call at 18397 Venice Valley Highway. I installed all turbidimeters. Taylor did maintenance work on the sodium bicarbonate feeder. Myself and Taylor replaced a water meter at 3477 River Road. Myself and Taylor checked a meter at 3510 River Road. Myself and Taylor fixed the plant chlorine line. Taylor repaired a water meter leak at 134 Peach Street. Taylor and Chad Lilly installed a new shutoff box at 19300, I think it's 19301, I believe. Venice Valley Highway. I completed a 1 call at 16621 Venice Valley Highway. Taylor fixed the vent fan at the well building. Added final layer of media into the clarifier of filter number 2 on April 19th. Taylor and Dennis collected chlorine samples from sample point locations on Cleveland Street and River Road for DEP's new revised coliform rule. Myself, I collected 2 bacterial and VOC samples for filter number 2 and took them along with those 2 chlorine samples to the lab for testing on April 21st. Taylor mowed and weeded grass at the plant. Myself and Taylor cleaned up plant, got rid of garbage from the media project. Taylor changed the oil in the work truck and riding mower. I went and called in to have the dumpster container of old media removed from the premises. Taylor flushed the line at 69 Kennedy Street. Myself, Taylor, and Dennis cleaned up outside the plant, mainly the parking lot area, just because we had some media and stuff that had spilled out of the bags, so we went and swept that all up. Taylor and the township crew covered a hole discovered on the side hill above the water plant. Myself and Taylor turned the water back on at the Burndale Little League field. Myself and Taylor worked on shutoffs for the sewage authority, and myself and Taylor completed maintenance work on the plant's air compressors.
I had a question. How big was that hole on the hillside?
It wasn't so much wide. It was actually pretty deep. I guess talking with the township guys, I think that was like an old storm drain. There used to be like an old storm drain there or something.
Is that in the yard area where you cut the
No,
grass?
it's yeah, like kind of up above
Yeah.
Taylor
Apple
Street
trees.
there.
Yeah,
It's up a little bit up above that actually.
They actually had me go up and look at it. There's a pipe, there's an old galvanized pipe coming down the hill. There's a cross drain up top, but there's nothing connecting in between. I don't know if it used to be terracotta. It looks like the top one has been reconnected somewhere else, so I don't know if it was just something that surfaced from those couple big rains that we had last year.
Mhm.
But yeah, we couldn't figure out where it was supposed to be coming from. It looked like the new pipe that they put in bypassed
It
it.
sounds like an ankle hazard.
Yeah, that's
Why
what.
these guys
Yeah.
filled it in.
He's got it taped out. Did they fill it in?
They haven't filled it in yet. They just have a grate over it, and then they have tape around it. So
No, it's over your knees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
hole. Operators report.
for the month of April, our raw pumpage was 7,535,763 gallons. Filtered water was 6,812,863 gallons. Well pumpage was 536,192. Backwash gallons was 137,248 gallons. Distribution was 6,903,162 gallons, and the total plant hours for the month was 678 hours. As I mentioned before, we worked on filter number 2 with Culligan, Eads Group, and Pennsylvania DEP. Lisa and Brad from DEP came to check in on the filter media project along with other aspects from the consent order. Filter media project was completed on April 20th. Bacterial samples came back negative, and we're still waiting for the VOCs I had mentioned. Only had to run well for 12 days out of this month with distribution being low and our tanks being able to keep up with that just because, like I said, distribution's been low. Spoke to Lisa with DEP and Brian with the Eads Group throughout the month regarding the media project. Distribution flows have been steady. Required reports completed and been sent in. calibrated analyzers for the well and pre-tank chlorine, and completed daily lab tests, printed daily reports, and posted necessary materials to spreadsheets, and chemicals have been ordered.
Engineers report.
As Tyler said, we got the filter media plan, or filter media project done. Still waiting VOCs. As far as we know, Lisa and Brad are happy with everything. I have an email into them Monday asking if there's anything else that myself or Pat need to get to them. As far as talking with Lisa, whenever her and Brad were here, it seemed like as soon as we sent the construction completion in for the filter media plan, which we did on the 28th, she said after that everything should be done. The SOPs were approved, so everything on our part should be done. Everything should be done other than just getting the paperwork in and getting everybody into the consent decree in terms of.
From a legal perspective,
Right.
I know there's some legal documentation that the attorney needs to submit. So I know he's working on that. So that's
Yeah, you've been in contact with
Yeah.
Jim on that, and
Mhm.
that's what my question was gonna be, if the DEP had contacted him directly, because we haven't
Yes.
received anything.
yeah, he's been in contact with the department's attorney, so they've been going back and forth just to wrap up again the paperwork aspect of everything. But I mean, from a time schedule, like Brian and Tyler said, like, you know, we're on time. We made it. Kudos to all those guys. You know, Tyler, Dennis, Taylor,
Absolutely.
Brian. I mean, they did, and obviously Culligan did a good job.
And came in under budget.
Yeah, they were good to work with.
Right, well, they were, very good. Okay. Anything else to add?
Just other than, I've been in contact with, Tyler and Dennis regarding getting the MPDS renewal in, applying for that, and still the resource development plan for the SRBC, which needs to be in by the end of the month.
Alright. Did you see Jamie yet?
No, not
I
yet.
guess she does, do you have it in the stack?
Mhm.
She's got you a whole file for the NPDES.
Yeah,
Sounds
So
you
before
know,
you
make your
leave tonight,
copy.
she just wanted to see what you wanted
Yeah.
out of it, she'll make you
Okay.
copies of it, that way she's
There.
not burying stuff you don't need.
Sounds good.
Alright,
Mhm.
alright. Old business. Uniform rates. Again, I want to know your opinion on this. We don't need a signed agreement with the church if it's in line with the rules and regulations. Correct? I mean, that's my thought on
I
that.
would think so.
We're right in the rules and regulations with the way we're billing them, so why would we have to have an agreement signed that way? It's in the rules and regulations. We got our wires crossed a little bit. I mean, we have a signed agreement with the terrace because it's not,
Oh, yeah, Terrace is in the rules and regulations.
it's in there, but we have a signed agreement. But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
but
the way
it's not
the way we're
necessary.
billing the churches says exactly what it says in the rules and regulations, so I don't know why we need a signed agreement.
And the way you're billing the terrace is exactly the way it's in the rules and regulations.
Does it make reference to the agreement, the signed agreement? Rules and regulations? I'm just asking the question, why would, if that's in our rules and regulations, why would we need an agreement over and above that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, why, that's like saying you gotta have an agreement with every customer on the system.
Right.
But the terrace is in compliance with the rules and regulations.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have to
it's in there.
review that, but beyond that, I don't know what you wanna do with it, if you wanna wait for something from Jim, obviously, he's working on other stuff right now, we'll just table it until we
Well,
get
we're
that
not gonna
resolved.
rush, we're not gonna rush
Right.
into it, we'll wait and see.
Keep it on the back burner, and that's where we're at with it, but we'll review I don't think we're gonna need an signed agreement with the churches, which was suggested a couple meetings ago and just been milled around. So until then, we'll wait until we hear more from Jim on uniform rates. And merging of the water and sewer boards, there's nothing new on that yet. I haven't contacted DCD, but I haven't had time to get hold of them yet, but I'll make some calls there, and I don't know if anybody else has done anything on either side. I haven't heard anything from anybody else. I know that some people attended
Yeah,
the
Dennis
Houston
and-
meeting. Dennis? Didn't you go to that?
Yeah, Danny Winkler went.
Just Denny was there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I knew that there was, some of that was done, but I gotta get a hold of DCED about the process, and then we talked about putting together some sort of information on the employees, the hours worked, and things like that from
Yeah.
both offices, so
We still have
nothing
to,
new there.
we still have to weigh out a lot of facts on that, how it's gonna benefit her.
Right. Well, we were starting with that at that
Pros
meeting.
and cons and the pluses and minuses, and see what happens.
Okay. So, I guess we have nothing new to add there. We have no new business. Before we adjourn, what was suggested by our attorney, because we have executive sessions tonight for, to discuss Tyler's employment contract and involving the Stoner legal matters. He said his suggestion is to adjourn the meeting, have the executive session, and then at the next meeting, again, report on what the executive session was for. That way you don't have to go stand outside and then come back in just to hear the same thing I'm gonna tell you before we enter it, which is that it's to discuss Tyler's employment contract and, our issues with Stoner and the bond. So, we have a motion to adjourn?
I have a question here for Tyler. Tyler, how many tons of spent filter media did we dispose of with Advanced? I see this bill here. On number 21. Was that one hopper or two hopper loads full of that media?
We actually had to use 3 containers because the media's actually, I think it was, I can't remember offhand, but when we kind of did some calculation, it was like 20,000 pounds just to remove the media from one filter and one clarifier. Because what we actually did was we tried to put the media from 2 filters and 2 clarifiers in, and when the guy came to pick it up, it was actually too heavy for him. So what we had to do then was actually go and get another container, get some of that media put into that other one, that way they could get hauled out. So,
How's the transfer down?
oh, we had a Township come down to back up.
No, sweep it out there.
Yeah.
How many tons total? You said there's 20,000?
I think that was roughly
each
per filter and clarifier. So just one of those.
80,000 pounds in roughly. We have four trains.
Was it 20,000?
Well, we only used 3 trains because what we did was when we first started this project, we actually had the media from the first clarifier and first filter that we did actually put up in those containment areas just at the top of the driveway there. So then we decided, well, we didn't realize how much media was actually in these vessels. So when we kind of looked at it, we're like, this is not going to be enough room for this. So that's when we decided to actually have a container ordered. It actually worked out perfectly with the back truck and everything, with just backing out all that media. They were able just to simply back up to it and dump it in, which actually saved us quite a bit of time with just having that whole process work out, which saved us quite a bit of money too. So
What do you have to do with that media that's sitting there? You're gonna do the same thing with it?
I don't know. I'd like to somehow utilize it some way, but I'm guessing that there's just no way they're going to be able to. Because it's been sitting out since I think November or something like
Did we
that.
get any clarity on that? Oh, we asked, they wanted it to let it dry, and then they were gonna debate what to do with it.
Yeah,
The-
we
the
haven't got any
DEP.
clarity on that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know like when I got the containers and stuff like that, I actually we had to go through, work with Advanced Disposal to actually get a permit in order to actually have that stuff removed. But like when I was talking to the guy about it, he said there's nothing like harmful about it, but it's just DEP's standards that we have to go through this process and everything.
So we can't put it in that sinkhole up in the yard?
And that's what I mean. It's good. It'd be nice bedding material.
I wouldn't do that yet.
Yeah.
We won't do it without permission, trust me.
Correct.
It's mostly sand and gravel, but
Right.
there is a little
Yeah.
bit of anthracite coal in it. That's probably the big kicker for them that they're getting excited about.
Yeah.
Okay. We have any other questions before we adjourn?
Yeah.
Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
What, 7 now?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.